When presenting your results, you ideally want to be able to make causal claims. In order to do this, you need to ensure several things, two of which are to make sure your study has high external validity and that you have accounted for selection bias. External validity is the extent to which a study's findings can be generalized to the larger population. That is to say, the ability to which one can make causal inferences. These cause-effect relationships are said to be valid if they can be applied outside the specific settings, conditions, and participants used in the study. Some key questions related to external validity are: would the same findings hold true in different settings? Would the same findings hold true with different conditions, such as different exposure to the program? Would the same findings hold true for different participants? One way to answer these questions is through replication of the research in various settings and conditions with different participants. In research, there is often observed a trade-off between external and internal validity, which is the certainty to which a researcher can claim the independent variable caused differences between groups on the dependent variable, and tends to favor more rigorous studies such as experimental designs. The trade-off is between having enough control over the study and ensuring results reflect the real world. Selection bias is the statistical bias in which the sample cannot be said to represent the population from which it was selected because of an unintentional under- or over-representation of subgroups. A concern is that selection bias is not taken into account when conclusions are made from the findings, leading to an over-generalization. There are many types of selection bias. Sampling bias is a systematic error caused by using a non-random sample that leads to some groups in the population being less likely to be included than others. This includes self-selection, pre-screening, and excluding those who did not complete all data collection requests. Attrition bias is the loss of participants that changes the characteristics of the groups. There can also be bias regarding the timing of the study, such as when data collection is restricted to a small period of time, the use of data regarding the retaining or rejection of it in the reporting of only favorable findings. Therefore, researchers need to be upfront about their bias and look closely at their data to check for presence of bias and exhibit caution when explaining results. Now what? Here are some questions to consider. Do you value external validity or internal validity more, and why? How would you control for selection bias?